Hello FlossTube, my name is Tamara, and in today's video I wanted to show you some finished designs, stitched and finished, some progress on a big work, big project I have, and also what is the finish of the month, because every month I try to finish something which was stitched previously. I kind of put together some of the decoration, how they say, bee, honeybee, and sheep as well, taking into consideration that I'm going to stitch shepherd's bush where there are a lot of sheep. So what I have, because in a previous video I was asked to speak about the things which I have on my table when I am filming the videos, and of course I am ready to do this. So here I have a scissor stand. All these things, they were purchased from Etsy from Italy. At the moment I purchased them I think 3 or 4 years ago. They were cheaper, but I remember then looking at them, and they were a little bit more expensive, and I remember that the shipping was more expensive to UK. That's why I'm happy that I bought them when I had the opportunity. So this is a bee's cap. Yes, this is how it's called. It's a scissor stand. It's a very well worked wood. The scissors I have, these are from Primax, nothing unusual. There is a scissor fob, you see, also a bee's cap, and there is a magnet. Just a second, because the magnet is taking other magnets, also from wood. You see, also a bee's cap magnet. They all come from the same color of wood. Very beautiful, very beautiful. Although the scissor fob is kind of biggish, I don't know, but has a beautiful stand. It helps. And I also have 2 magnets which I made. So this one is pretty nice, it's a bee, and this one. I'll use one of them, of these magnets, I think. And on this side I have my shepherd's bush. This is from Shepherd's Fold, the big cushion. This one, once upon a time, it's from Walks, but in my case this one was from eBay, and it was a waxer, it's called, yes, but I found it as a candle. But anyway, I purchased it, and my beautiful sheep with the pins from just another button. Yeah, okay. And I have all these things because I want to open. I took it out of the pack to see what we have inside of this Busy Bees stitching tray from Shepherd's Bush. This is going to be the one which I'm going to start first, I think. And by the way, I will probably repeat myself that these trays, they are not sold in the kit. You have to buy them separately. So they are handcrafted by Cabran Marie Woods, Wisconsin, USA. So the shops which are, you have to look in the shops which are selling them. The prices are different. So first of all, not all of them have like all 4 trays have the same price. I remember that some of them are cheaper, some of them are a little bit more expensive, and it depends on the shop you buy, because some shops sell them for cheaper, some for a couple of bucks more, but more or less it's the same. So I'm going to stitch Busy Bees. This is how it looks like. Let's see what's inside. Let's take the chart. Okay, like this. So the organizer as usual. The fabric I see here, it's flax. Okay. There are 2 tiny buttons and 1 needle, just 1 needle, because this one goes through the buttons, I remember from the previous 2. And let's see what's about threads. Silk threads, cream, olive branch, and deep green. And the rest of them are weeks dye work. So actually we don't have any we don't have any DMC here. In the previous ones, I remember that there was at least one DMC. Okay, so I'm going to organize these threads, find the hoop, find the middle of the fabric and start stitching, because this one is supposed to be easy, nice, and very, very pleasant stitch. I finished stitching the busy bees. Wanted to show you how it looks like. Usually I'm showing this one before finishing it into the tray, because then in the tray you cannot see so nicely as here. So I stitched as according to the key in one thread. This is the 30-second count. I said it's flux, but when I read the instructions, I just read that this is French country mocha. The color of the fabric is called. Pretty nice, pretty easy stitch, so nothing special here. It's cross stitch, it's some back stitch. So back stitch is like on a ship's leg, the trail of the bees. There are 3 bees here, the words, busy bees, happy hearts. What else? Pretty much this is the one which had to be. I made a change here, so the purple, which is supposed to be used here, it's from Weeks Dye Works and it's called River Rocks. So let me show how the color looks like. It's this one, and in the previous design from this series, I didn't like this one for the flowers. I thought that the flowers are going to be too gloomy with this color. That's why I changed it. And I changed it with also Weeks Dye Works Peoria Purple, as I did for the previous ones. And in such a way I got such a vibrant purple flowers, you see. So actually where I needed this purple was these 2, I would say for this design, quite big flowers. The heart here and the 2 flowers on the angles, like on top angles. And with the same color, it was supposed to write busy bees, happy hearts, but I didn't want to write, to backstitch the writing with such a vibrant color. And I chose the one which was indicated by the chart, by the instructions till the end. So this is how it turned to be. And the embellishments here are the 2 buttons. So flower button here and a middle of the flower is here. So this one is ready. I'm going to finish it and probably I'm going to show you the ready finished result. And the beautiful little spring busy bees picture, stitched picture, is inside the tray. Yes. So I finished it on a cardboard and I used here like the soft thing we use on the pin keeps, and this is how it looks like. Pretty nice, I would say, the honey colors. So this would be the third, the busy bees, and I have one more which I hope and I think it's going to be stitched in June. I'm not sure. And I will finish with the series of stitching trays from Shepherd's Bush. A really nice and pleasant project. Love them, adore them. And I wanted to show you the next finished project I have from honeybee honeyful starts of project starts of May. So I stitched such a project from Mill Hill from the yes, it's autumn harvest, I know, but this is a honey pot, and I don't know why I associate honey with something which starts in spring. Because it's when the flowers bloom, and it's when the bees start their honey production, you know. And I don't know why, for me honey, it's something connected with spring, so it starts in spring. Okay, so I stitched the honey pot. It was a quick stitch, nice stitch. I have been loving this design for a long time because I saw it in quite a lot of videos, I would say. And nevertheless, I didn't stop loving it. I purchased it, and now finally I stitched it, because it wasn't like a fresh purchase and a fresh stitch, how would I say. It was purchased previously, and I just got it from my stash and stitched it. So this is how it looks like. And I chose here to attach, this is a piece of cranic, because I'm going to hang this one in my white tree. And this one doesn't have a back. So it has a lot of, how would I say, dried glue, Uhu glue, the fabric glue. But it doesn't have, like all my pieces like this, have felt. Because I had a case situation I had. So this felt, I tried to, first of all, I try to pick the felt in the color of the perforated paper. So a lot of perforated paper comes in brown color, and that's why I had this brown felt. It's a cheap usual felt from Hobbycraft, but with this finishing, it finished. And when I finished stitching this one, I wanted very, very much to have the back immediately. When I took out the felt I have, because I have not so many, but still I have different colors, I noticed that I don't have this one. I had some felt which was purchased on AliExpress a few years ago, which is worse quality, and I forgot that, and it's thinner. And when I because I put glue here and I glue the felt, the wet glue goes through that felt, and when it dries, that glue felt doesn't go back. I don't know, because in this case, you know, the felt is thick enough to absorb, and it doesn't go there. It looks nice, at least I like how it looks, but that one doesn't. And when I had the last time I had such a situation, I said that I would be careful and I wouldn't use that felt for this these pieces. I don't know why I didn't throw it away. Okay, finally I found a similar color. I took that, so I glued this part, I took that felt, I sticked it, the glue went through that felt, I remembered the situation, took it out, realized that I don't have brown felt anymore. I don't know why I thought that gray felt is going to be okay, and I used a piece of gray felt and it looked horrible, but the thing, it was still wet and I took it away. So I didn't damage the work at all, but I had to leave it like with the rest of the, because the two pieces of felt, they absorbed the glue which was here, quite a lot of glue, and the glue which was left here, I just left the piece like to get dry, and it's quite a nice one. But I can hang it like this, you know, but nevertheless I like very much when they have this backside. That's why next time when I'll be out at Hobbycraft, I'll try to buy again this brown felt, and I'll try to buy like more sheets so that I would have in my stock. So yes, this one was a quick stitch. It was a very pleasant stitch. I would say it's ready, but not very, very ready, because still I have to put some felt on the back side. And this would be the second finish. Yes, yeah, the second finish of the Honeyful May projects. And I wanted to show you which my progress is with this design, because I have been stitching quite a lot, but I haven't filmed it. That's why I wanted to show you. So I'm not going to take it out of the hoops because the stitching part is very well hooped here, so I don't want to spoil anything. I hope you won't mind, because you'll see all the progress I want to show you. So first of all, when I showed this design to you, the progress of this design to you, it was like, I'll show it on the plate. So I have stitched the whole frame. The whole frame was stitched, and I haven't done anything which is inside. And I said that I hope that, and I think that what's inside is going to be stitched easier and quicker. To my great surprise, not disappointment, but surprise, no. It's not being stitched quicker. I don't know why, but it doesn't take shorter time to stitch it. Nevertheless, it's not a, how do I say, difficult one, because you take one color. For example, these two flowers, I have been stitching these three, like these two and one. I was stitching parallelly because they come in the same color. So I was taking one color and I was stitching. For example, these three now, the purple ones, I'm stitching all of them all together, because I am taking one color and I'm doing all the three of them. For example, now I have to do almost 500 cross stitches with the same color, and previously it was almost 500 with the previous one. You see, so it seems that they go, so you are stitching, but still you don't have anything. You still have to fill in something. But when you take the last color and you're doing the stitches, you realize that you have 3 ready big flowers stitched. So at least this is how it works with me. If you would look at the design, you can see that I have stitched more than a half. Yeah, pretty much. I have like 20 and something, almost 30%, 28% I have to do from this work. I have to stitch the hummingbird here. I have to finish these 3 flowers. There is some greenery, green leaves here, and some 2 buttons, I think. And then I have to do the background in a half stitch. And I haven't done any back stitch yet, so I have to do the back stitch, but I want to leave the back stitch in the end, because I will finish like stitching. I will do all the half stitches, and I will just take from the, because there is back stitch in like don't remember, 5 colors or even more, 6. So I'll select the colors for backstitch. I'll see how many threads I need for them. I'll take my time with that one, because I don't want to like make a bigger mess from this one. And yeah, it's a beautiful design. It's a very, very beautiful design. It's a pity, I'll say once again, it's a pity that they don't like produce it anymore. And I hope that soon you will see the ready design, because the work is going, when you see the light in the end of the tunnel, the work is going even faster and faster. And let's talk now about the finishing of the month. Yes. In the beginning of this year, in January, I just made myself a challenge. I said in several videos, but for those who don't know what this is about, every month to finish to do a finishing with one of my stitched works, because I have a few designs, few works which have been stitched and which have to be finished, not necessarily in a frame, and they were lying, some of them 1 year, 2 years. In case of these ones, they are lying 9 years for sure. So no more than 10, but 9 years for sure they are lying here. And to think about the finishing and use them, because they are lying and they can be used in something and bring joy to my eyes. Okay, what did I pull out for this month? I have such 2 stitchings which were made, as I said, 9 years ago for sure. It can be even 10. They were made on Aida 18th. the charts were, well, I found the charts on internet. The charts were in DMC. At that moment, I didn't have DMC. It was in the beginning of my stitching time, and I was stitching just kits from Luca S. And Luca S kits have anchor thread. So this for sure is anchor thread. I tried visually to use the same colors as they had there. So this is such a nice couple in Paris, and this is a romantically kissing couple. The thing is that, so I stitched these ones, and I bought in the supermarket like usual frames, and I framed them. It was in Italy, and then we moved. When we moved, I took them out from the frame, because it was possible to take them. I took them out, and I washed them. And when washing, this one, the red color went on. You see, if you can notice, there is red thing like around this one. And this is anchor thread, for sure, it's anchor. So they were lying in the pile, because framing them again, I didn't want. Throwing them, I felt sorry, because till the end, it's a design, it's my work, it's my spent hours. And last time when I have been to Hobbycraft, I saw such a bag, a shopper bag, you see, quite good quality and not very expensive, by the way. And when I saw the bag, the first thing which came to my mind is, what if I will try to put on this bag something stitched, you see, something like this. And I want to try with this one, because this one doesn't have red getting out. What I'll do, I'll take the, oh my god, again, I don't know how this one is called, you know, the kind of interfacing which you put between two fabrics, and it sticks them together. So I'm going to put that kind of sticking interfacing. I'm going to iron it, and it's going to stick there. And by the way, I cut it, because this one also was big as this one, but I already cut the edges, which I thought that I don't need. I like worked these edges with fray check, with prim fray check, so that they wouldn't go farther. I'm going to stick it here with that interfacing, and so that these edges wouldn't look like this, I bought rickrack. So I bought like this one, and I don't know why I bought this one, but this one obviously it's too big. I think it doesn't look, I don't know, you tell me. I think this one, this small one, looks nicer than the big one. Just a second, because both of them were in stock, and you see this one, it's nicer. So I'm thinking about, after like sticking it here, taking, because I don't have a sewing machine, I'm going to take most probably YLI thread and attach it like here, so that it would stay in place, you see, so the perimeter. After finishing it, I'm going to wear it like, you know, on usual days when going, I don't know, to the post office, going to do the shopping. So I'm going to use it like on a daily basis. And this one, I thought about, because I washed them, by the way, before showing them to you today, I washed it again, and this red didn't go. Maybe if I would wash it as dimension says for their designs, like leaving a few hours in cold water, then taking it out and changing the water, maybe it's going to work out. But I don't know why I doubt this thing, because for years it has been this red color out on the fabric. I thought about buying also from Hobbycraft, because besides these shoppers, I saw, you know, like bags in which you keep something. They are not so thick, they're thinner. And I thought that making this one, I'll see how this one is going to behave, how I'm going to manage to realize what I just told you, because this is just my plans. I don't know in reality how it's going to look. And if it's going to be okay, buy a bag and do like the same with that bag. And that bag is going to be in my drawer, somewhere in my drawer, keeping some of my personal things, you know. So it's going to be just me seeing what's on that bag and the fact that this red went away. In such a way, the bag will do its job, the stitching will bring a joy to my eyes, and when it's going to be like already worn out, I'm going to throw it away. So throwing away the stitching like this, I just don't want to so far. So I'll see about this idea with the bag, just a bag, which is going to be somewhere in the house, and I'm going to see this one, because this one is going to go out on the street and in the world, I would say so. And also I would like to finish these two pin cushions. They were stitched, they are by Just Nan. They were stitched, I think, 2 years ago. I had the original pattern and the embellishment pack, so I had made even this side, chose a pattern from here, and I made it this side. It comes here with biscornu stitch, and I still think that they need something here, you see. And this one also, it's by Just Nan. This one comes with butterflies. So also made here a pattern. And while I found a shop where they had these trimmings and things, and I purchased this ribbon, which comes, you see, half, so it's wide, but half of the ribbon comes in organza, or how it's called, and half it comes like this. And I wanted for this one green, but I didn't find this nice shade of green, which is here. And I thought that this one could go with pink, and I purchased also the same pattern, but this one is blue to use for this one. Though this one is kind of not so bluish, but it can go okay. I don't know what to do with them, how to do them, but eventually I'll think about something. Yeah, if it's going to be okay, I'm going to show you this one finished with this ribbon. If I won't find a way of finishing them with this ribbon, I'll look for something else. So I'm not even sure that you'll see a finish of these ones with these ribbons. If not, in time I'm going to find for sure something for this too, and I'll finish their edges with something. And one more thing I want to make, this is to remake this cube by Just Nan. This cube by Just Nan was stitched like 3 years ago. I don't think it was 4, I think it was 3 years ago. I stitched it from scratch. I didn't have the original, like kit, chart, pack, because this one is out of print for a long time. And the pins were made like from the charms sold by Susan Clark's Originals. So I purchased this free and I made a pin from them. So I created them. And if you probably know that in the original kit, there is like the teapot, the teacup, and there is a cupcake. I didn't have a cupcake. And recently I got a cupcake. I made myself a cupcake. I didn't get it from anywhere. I made it, meaning like I purchased the cupcake charm and I made it, and a good fairy helped me to color it and have the sprinkles on it. At that time I bought for cream. This one is for cream, you see, and I had this free. Now I have the 4 of them. So, and getting this one, I remember that since the moment I finished this one, I wasn't contented by an aspect, taking into account that this one is a big cube by Just Nan, because the small ones usually don't have this problem. The walls, they kind of went out, if you see. Okay, it's not critical, but still it's a thing which I don't like it so much. At the time I used the inside just simple fusible interfacing. Now I have a kind of interfacing which is stiffer, much stiffer. So what I'm thinking now, I'm thinking about like taking away this biscornu stitches, like opening it, use fusible interfacing which is stiff, and then like stitching with the biscornu stitch, stitching it back. I hope it's going to be okay and I'm going to manage to do such an operation. I hope very, very much. Because I don't think I'm going to make something bad for the work. So anyway, no matter which result I will have, you will see. So this is before, and I hope I'll show you. You see, if you look here, you see how it has kind of belly. I didn't like this thing. Okay, so I'm going to try to remake this one and you'll see what the result will be. And I finished with the finishing with all the things which I wanted to do, and I'm ready to share it with you. So for the bag, this is how it looks like. I mean like visually how it looks like. Like sticking this one to the bag, it was the easiest part. Then when attaching this one, because I attached with YLI thread, it was not so easy, because this one is pretty hard to sew. And I used the sharp thin needle, because I did it with YLI thread, you know. But till the end I did it, and I like how it looks like. Now it has to pass the toughest test, which means like wearing it. So I'll see how much is going to be okay to wear it, because eventually it will come a moment when I'll have to wash it. So I'll see how it's going to be. But nevertheless, I thought about looking for a bag, like bag for keeping things, big enough to use the other stitch, kissing couple, and do the same thing for that one. So I think I prefer to spend an hour of my time, but not to throw away the stitched things. I will throw away them eventually, because this is going to be worn and it's going to be damaged or spoiled, or something will happen and I will have to throw it away. But at least I will know that I used it, more or less. I don't know how to say it. Okay, next one is the pin cushions, which I said that I didn't like the edges, because I thought that they are too simple. I didn't use the two ribbons I had, because I had the pink one and the blue one like this, because first I finished this one, so I chose to make it like this, and then I attached it like this. You see the organza part is here and the silky part is here. I say that it looks like a ballerina. I like it, but I'm not sure 100% that I really like it. How they tell you, it's nice, but I didn't want a second one with this one. So that's why I finished this one. I left it like this, and I said, okay, I'm going to enjoy this one with such ballerina ribbon. But for this one, I was sure I didn't want the blue ribbon. And I tried, like I said, okay, let me try to look in my stash of trimmings to see if I can find something which would fit. If it fits, okay. If no, sometimes I'm going to order something else. And in my stash, I found such a trimming. This one was bought, I remember for sure, for a half-doll dress. So the edge, to finish the edge of the dress. Don't remember if I used it or not, but I had it in my stash, and I said that, okay, let me use it, because I thought this one looks very nice. It complements the lacy butterflies which are here stitched in white, and here, you see? So here, and there are like little pearl beads like here, and there are like pearl beads here, and I thought that this one looks nice, and I attached this one. So I like this one, how it turned, for sure. I 100%. So for this one it's 89 and 9% sure that I like it. For this one is 99 and 9% of, even 100. Yes, I can say that it's 100%. So now I like how they look. I don't think they look so simple, so empty. I don't know how to say it. So I think they have a nice finishing. And the last thing which I wanted to do, I said I was not sure if it's going to be okay. I wanted to remake the cube, the tea with honey cube, because I didn't like the these ones. I said that they are too soft and they are getting like too bulgy. Yes, so I was doubting a lot, but I said that I will try to do it, and I'll say after that okay, I tried, I didn't manage, and this is it. So I took out everything here, had the initial thing. I realized that like 3 or 4 years ago when I stitched this one, I wasn't working out the edges with any, fray check, so I cut, and they were long. I mean, like the extra fabric which is here. So I made it shorter. I worked it out with fray check. I took out the interfusible facing which I had here, because that was the reason I didn't like this one. So I took it out very easily, because apparently it was not so good quality. In that time I didn't know what to choose, because this one was, I would say, one of the from the first 3D adjustment things which I used to do. And I used a different interfusible facing. Look, you see, I don't know if you can see how stiff this one is, you see? And this is what I wanted actually. So I sticked this one with the iron, and I sticked even here. I changed the cardboard which was here. Don't know why. I said, okay, let me choose something different. And stitched it again, attached it again, and filled it in. And yes, I wouldn't say that it's perfectly like this, because you cannot get that effect, because only with cardboard, if you would use a cardboard carcass inside, yes, you can get that effect of like this one. You see this one? So this is cardboard and you get that effect, but it would have been too much to me to construct a cardboard thing inside. But this one is pretty nice, so I am very happy about like finally deciding to change it, and did it, and I'm happy how it turned on. I added some legs, so with prim pins. I have a box with different colors, at least how they were sold, different colors, but they are just yellow, green, black and white, if I'm not wrong, and red, I think. So I used this kind of tiny legs for it, and that's it. So now it's going to be happily on display. And yes, of course, I have the cupcake. I am tiny details, but which make a stitcher like me very happy. So tea with honey is remade, and I am finally happy about how it turned out to be. Generally speaking, about the remakes, the finishings and the remakes of this month, maybe so I think it's a lot, at least I see 4 things, but I didn't spend much time. So for all of them, it was enough the time, one school day while my child was at school. So I did all the things. Maybe that's why I feel so happy, because I didn't spend several, I don't know, hours, couple of hours in different days. I just did it, I have it, and I'm happy. That's everything I wanted to show you in today's video. Thank you for watching it, and see you in my next videos. Until then, bye bye.